Hey people, happy Man of Love Monday. I'm trying to get copyrights to do a little intro type of thing with a couple of songs, but that's not here yet. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing at the moment for right now, because we don't want to step on any toes. We don't want to do anything wrong. So hi Denise, thank you for joining us. Today on Man of Love Monday, I'm going to try and keep this theme going throughout. We'll do other topics on other days, but I want to start our weeks with some high level motivation and a little bit of positive thinking. Hey Harry, thanks for joining us. So when you guys arrive live or even on the replay, please put into the comments where you're from, so we get an idea of all of our friends across the country and around the world. Thank you. So today I actually changed. Hey Richard, how are you? So good to see you. So I actually kind of changed what I wanted to do this live about in the last 3 minutes, because as I was making notes, something else came out that I think actually fits better for this week, and that is, what is the meaning of life? Now, I can't even tell you how many years ago now, but Barry Manilow released an album called Manilow Talks, and on that he would give just his opinion, or tell stories about life on the road and stuff like that. And one of the cuts on that is, somebody had asked him, what's the meaning of life? That's a good question. What is the meaning of life? His answer actually kind of answers better, what is the purpose of life? But it works either way, honestly. And that is to have fun. That's what he says. That's it. The meaning of life, the purpose of life, is to have fun. And when someone else picks up the check, let them, and just say thank you when they do, right? And those two little comments on that album made a crack in my universe for me, because if you're like me, you've grown up and got a bunch of different mixed messages, things like life is serious business. If you're having fun, you're not doing it right, essentially. It shouldn't be fun. It should be suffering. You should be flogging yourself regularly, or at least that's the message that came through, right? Also, it's better to give than to receive, right? And that's a nice thing, but nobody ever thinks that one through, really. And part of the reason that I feel like it is better to give than to receive is because giving starts the receiving process for the other person that creates the cycle of giving and receiving. So that's what kind of primes the pump. So giving, whenever you're not receiving enough, up your giving, because that's what's going to get that motion going again. All right, and then the last part was, it's proper to fight over the check. That's always been a very uncomfortable situation in my life, where you get to the end of dinner and the people are vying over paying the check. Now, when you're in poverty consciousness, and it comes to that moment where you're going to be fighting over the check, there's a whole swirl of emotions. There's the wish that I could pay for this, hope they don't call me on not being able to pay for this, hope they do pay for this, I can't pay for this. There's all kinds of chaos in there, and it's very, very uncomfortable. Well, I haven't been in that state of poverty consciousness in a long time, thankfully. I've progressed further than that. However, whether I'm paying for dinner or if someone else is going to be paying for dinner, that last statement that Barry put on that album, to just let them and say thank you when they do, has created a lot of peace for me and a lot of space for me, and I think that it will for you as well. Because here's what shows up when you think it through. Right? The person who's trying to pay for the check may be doing it out of a sense of ego or something like that. That's beside the point. The point is that they are attempting to give you something. And when we resist receiving gifts from people, And it may not be a gift in a little package with a little bow on top, but a compliment, somebody paying for buying your coffee. You know, you're in the car behind them and they pay for your coffee ahead of time, things like that. When you resist receiving that, it's essentially an energetic slap in the face to anyone who is trying to give you something. And that's very unkind, very unkind. So be kind, accept what generous people are trying to give you, and then give them thanks in return. Let them know that they are appreciated for what they're trying to do, and their presence is something that adds to your life, contributes to your life, because that's what they need in return. They don't need you to pick up the tab. They don't need you to go Dutch with them. They need to be appreciated for what it is that what they can contribute. Hey, Jess, Fran, Dawn, James, Chuck, you guys, thank you so much for coming. So that is your assignment this week. All right, now this week is Thanksgiving week as in America, as you well know, and regardless of whether you have positive or negative feelings associated with this holiday, I encourage you to step out into gratitude, being thankful for what is contributing to your life, letting the people who are contributing to your life on any level know that they are a contribution to you. And inside of that, just enjoy being thankful this week. So if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments. Thank you so much for coming today and for showing up. I appreciate it. And ta-ta for now. Take care. Bye-bye.